What is going on, guys? Back once again, and this time it's just me. I'm not gonna have any clips, nothing like that. So I know it's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, after game one, I was just like, God, dude, really? And then obviously after game two, I'm like, God, man, really? I'm not gonna lie, I told my sister, after seeing the slow start in game one, I told my sister, if they have another slow start, because keep in mind, they've had a slow start every single game against the Lakers. So I told my sister, you know, if they have another slow start in game two, I might just give up on Denver. Sure enough, not only was it a slow start, it was damn near the worst game I've ever seen Denver play ever. Now, low key though, it's kind of funny because all the Timberwolves fans, all the media was like, oh my God, the Timberwolves best defense I've ever seen, blah, blah, blah. Bro, half the shit they were doing were fouls. They're just going uncalled. I'm not too sure what the refs are doing that game, but half of them were fucking fouls, right? They really were. And then game three comes around and the refs are starting to call them a little bit more, as they should have been, and Timberwolves fans are losing their minds. Like, there's like, oh, we're not, the refs suck, blah, blah, blah. When literally I think game three, we shot a little bit more free throws. It was like 4 or 5 more. But then in game 4 here, you guys shot like 27 to like our 15. And then the fans had the audacity to say, refs, you suck, when you guys are shooting double the amount of free throws that we were shooting. And it was amazing to watch, because I'm like, dude, Timberwolves fans, wow, I can't tell if they're normally like that or what, but like, dude, like, I swear, like, it's, okay, so the fans, you know, fans will be fans. It's what it is. But there are times where, like, dude, like there was one player, Mike Conley, it was towards the end of game 4 where he drove in, or no, he didn't drive in. Christian Brown was driving in, it was a fast break, and Mike Conley went in for the steal, or the strip or whatever. He just like recklessly went in, crashed into Christian Brown and landed awkwardly. They called the foul on Mike Conley because, you know, he went in, got fouled Christian Brown. Ended up almost hurting himself. And the fans were like, refs, you suck for calling a foul. When Mike Conley deliberately ran in, fouled Christian Brown, and then landed awkwardly he ran in, initiated contact, went to go for the ball, landed wrong by himself. And the fans were like, refs, you suck, because they called an obvious foul. Like, I'm like, dude, what? Like, it made, like, half the time it made no fucking sense. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. There were some little tic-tac fouls. I was like, yeah, I don't really like that one. There was one when Aaron Gordon was bringing it up court, and I think it was McDaniels or someone that was guarding him. He had his hands up, and Aaron Gordon kind of bumped him on the side. I thought they challenged it, but I guess not. I don't know. That one, Aaron Gordon kind of stumbled and fell. That one was kind of a weak-ass foul. But yeah, man, just, you know, fans will be fans. It was funny, but it's just funny to see because, like I said, that's what like the game 2, a lot of those were fouls. A lot of them were fouls. Let's just let's be real. A lot of them were fouls, and they weren't getting called. And then in game 3, they were actually getting called, and the Timberwolves are losing their fucking minds. Like, they don't know what to do. Like, oh, what do we do now? Blah blah blah. And it's funny, for a team that plays so aggressively or played as aggressive as they were, they sure cry a lot. And I mean a lot about, like, I thought LeBron and the Lakers were bad, but Jesus Christ, every single time Anthony Edwards drives in, all I hear is, hey, 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 hey. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, every single time he drives in, hey, hey. I'm like, dude, shut up. Jesus Christ. And then Cat, every time he drives in, he's looking through us. You can literally hear him yell, foul! Like, dude, shut up. Like, seriously, every single time a Minnesota player drives in, they're like screaming their heads off, like, oh, give me a foul. I was like, bro, they're like at the level of Anthony Davis and LeBron James screaming their heads off. Like, Amen, I said this last year too, Amen has to be the worst I've ever heard. Because every single time he drives in, he's screaming at the top of his lungs. This motherfucker's bulldozing through people, and he's like screaming for fouls like a LeBron. It is the most frustrating, and don't get me wrong, Anthony Davis, I'm scared of that guy. That guy's intimidating as fuck. He's the one guy on the Minnesota Timberwolves I'm worried about. But God, dude, if he just were to shut up, like, Jesus Christ, all he does is scream. It's like, shut up, dude. Like, and then it's so funny because every single time Denver gets a foul called for Denver, you know, the Timberwolves players act like they could do literally nothing wrong on defense. Literally every single time Gobert got for a foul, he got hit for a foul, which are pretty fucking obvious. he'd be like, what? Like he'd be looking around like, really? Like that's, it's like, dude, you're not perfect. Jesus fucking Christ. Like he's like acting like, but then like Timberwolves fans, like they're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna say, but it's like even the Nuggets were in foul trouble. Jokic was in foul trouble. Murray was in foul trouble. I think AG was in foul trouble. We were all in foul trouble. But good God, dude, like Gobert acts like he can do, like, honestly, it's kind of all the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's mainly Gobert, but he just acts like he could do literally nothing wrong. Literally not. He can literally, like, dude, there are times where I've seen him just straight up shove people, and it gets like no called. There's one play where Naz Reid drove in, and he's literally holding Jokic back, like holding his arm. I think on this side, holding his arm so Jokic can't like go and contest. And so Naz Reid had to ride up and dunk. Like, bro, he's literally like pulling some shady shit out there. Gets no calls, but then when he gets but then when Jokic backs him down and he gets an obvious like arm slap or something, he freaks out. It's like, what? Well, it's like, bro, Gobert, shut up, please, dude. It is just so like annoying to see like all these players just bitch and complain about stuff. I'm like, dude, like, stop. Like, good God, man, it's just so frustrating to see, like, to watch the Timberwolves. It really is. Don't get me wrong, I like Anthony Edwards. I hate the screaming. If you just stop the screaming, dude, I would really like Anthony Edwards. It's just the screaming, dude. All he does is scream. That's all. I'm like, dude, shut up, Jesus Christ. That's all he does. Hey, I saw a funny picture that said instead of being Ant-Man, he should be known as A-Man, because all he does is yell, hey. I'm like, shut up, man, God. Then yeah, Cat. Dude, Cat's such a baby. I'm sorry, but he is such a baby. So I'm gonna say some shit. I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with it. I don't even know if anyone's gonna watch, but I said this last year too. I don't believe in Cat. I really don't. I don't know what it is about him, but I just don't believe in him. Like I don't think the Timberwolves would get very far with Cat. Like I don't know what it is. It just, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I said this last year too. I just don't feel like they're gonna get that far with Cat. If I were to trade anyone from that team, it'd probably be Cat. I know they want the big, the size to match Denver, but Cat is just, dude, I don't know what it is. He's a liability, man. I like Anthony Edwards. He's cool. All your perimeter defenders and players, Mike Conley, the McDaniels, the Alexanders, like they're all good. Like they're fantastic. But I'm like, Cat just kind of seems like the oddball of the group, Like they all seem like dogs and stuff, and Cat is just kind of there, like whining for calls and crying about shit. And I'm just like, dude, like, Jesus Christ, play the game, so like it's kind of, I feel like Cat might be like one of the, like the weak point for the Timberwolves. If Denver does win, I'm still sticking by my guns and saying that, dude, I think the problem is Cat. I really do. I don't know if you can win with Cat. I really don't. I don't know what it is about him. I just don't. I think it's because he's looking too much for the foul instead of focusing on the shot and scoring a bucket. Instead, he's focusing more on trying to get the fouls. There was a couple plays where, God, when he drives in, and he's swinging this, like he'll have the ball in this hand, right? So the hoop's like this way. He'll like, body and like dribble, body, but then he'll hook this and swing it out around like that, like, and like trying to get a foul call like that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, it's just, I swear he's just trying to get fouls. And then whenever something doesn't go his way, he just cries and complains. And I'm like, dude, I don't know, Mike. It's just, it's Cat. I feel like Cat is just, I don't know. Like I said, there's just like, it frustrates me how the Timberwolves, like I said, every single time they get hit with the foul, they're like, minds are blown. Like, what? We never get foul calls. How come we're not getting 0 fouls per game? This is ridiculous. We usually get 0 calls per game. Like, I don't know what it is. They just seem like they can't do any fouls. Like they act like they're like, if the ref blows their whistle, bro, I swear they look like their mom just died. They look so shocked. Like, what? Like what? Like, bro, chill, dude. Jesus Christ. Now let's go to Denver. This will probably be a little shorter. Oh, dude, I got a sunburnt this weekend. It fucking hurts on my shoulders, dude. Anyway, it's just so. It was hard to be a Nuggets fan for the first 2 games, especially. And like I said, Jamal Murray hasn't been stepping up. He finally has the last 2 games, as you saw. See, and this is where Denver is scary, because you have Jamal stepping up, and then like one game, like last game, game 4, you could have Aaron Gordon step up, but then game 5, MPJ might be shooting the lights out. He might get 25, 26. You don't know. The only one that's been a disappointment for me this series is KCP. KCP, I don't know where the fuck that man's been. Like, I tweeted something, I was like, bro, I want to see his 3-point percentage this series, because I know it's dog water. Dude, it is just not good. Like, it's trash. I know it is. Like, he is, dude, his three, like, oh man, the only one bugging me is KCP. But the bright side, bro, let's get some props to Justin Holiday. That man is having a fucking series. He is shooting so fucking well. It's surprising me, man. He scares me a bit when he puts the ball on the floor, like when he dribbles. It kind of worries me. But God, man, dude, that guy is shooting so well right now. I gotta give him props. I have to take time out. I put it on my Twitter too. I was like, the players who disappointed me most after game 2 was, I think it was Jokic and then Murray, and then like MPJ. Out of the starters, it was like MPJ, or no, it was KCP, and then MPJ and AG were at the bottom. Out of the starters, it was like Jokic, Murray, KCP. Those are the top 3 that were disappointing me. I was like, dude, because like Jokic just, when I'm watching the game, like Jokic just seems like he's not there. Like, so like games 1 and 2, I'm like, dude, it seems like Jokic is just, it was uncharacteristic turnovers. The dude had like 7 turnovers a game 1 and 2. And there was like weird turnovers where it's like the long outlet passes that he usually always hits on a dime. Like he was overthrowing them, or like, there was a play I remember where Aaron Gordon was run. It was a fast break, and Jokic spun and he threw it and he just threw it out of bounds. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I was like, can someone check on this man's horses? Like, make sure everything's okay, because we need him. So yeah, I was kind of losing my shit, because my Jokic he doesn't seem like he wants the ball. He literally didn't seem like he wanted the ball. Didn't seem like he wanted to shoot. Didn't seem like he wanted to do anything. I'm like, dude, why are we at? What are we doing? What I get that like basketball isn't your passion. But can we please act like we're making millions and millions of dollars here, like generational wealth here? And can you actually act like you want to fucking play? Like, Jesus Christ. And then yeah, Murray, I could tell Murray wanted, like he was trying, but he was just off, man. Like, I don't know what it was. The man was just off. So like, there's a difference between like you wanting to try and you're trying your best, but you have an off game, man. That was Murray. Like, he was trying his fucking hardest, but he just had some off games, man. That's all it was. But Jokic just seemed like he didn't want to be out there. Jokic just had like no fire under his ass. He just seemed like he was just kind of like, oh, you know, it's whatever. It's just Timberwolves, it's, you know. Like, he didn't care. Like, he wanted to get bounced out of the playoffs. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. So yeah, I think Jokic frustrated me more over the series than Murray did. But as you see in game 4, there he is, 34, 35 points, 7 and 7. Like that's what I mean. Like, dude, like if they you need to set the tone here, Jokic. It's your team, homie. You're the MVP, MB3. You're it. Like, you need to be the leader. Like, you need to come out guns blazing. Everyone else is it's gonna be contagious. And then yeah, you know, Murray is not gonna, like, I knew he wasn't gonna have that bad of games that often. It was kind of surprising that he did all throughout the Lakers and then the first 2 games, but he finally got his rhythm. So yeah, man, after game 2, I was just like, I wanted to give up. I really did. I was like, dude, I'm probably gonna give up here. But then I remembered, God, bro, but our team came back 3-1 twice in the bubble. We've come back from 3-1 deficits twice in the bubble. So there's always that little bit of faith. There's always that little bit of faith, because I'm like, dude, we've done it before multiple times. Like, if we just need to get our heads out of our asses. I think that's what frustrated me the most. I was like, we got to get our heads out of our asses. That's all it really was. Like, we let them go into Denver and just bully us. That's literally what it was. And we just didn't want to like fight back. And then in Minnesota, we did fight back. So it's just like, that's what I meant. That was just so frustrating, because it didn't seem like we were really trying. It didn't seem like, you know, we really, really wanted it. Because I'm like, dude, if they're going to play physical back. Jesus Christ, please. So yeah, man, I guess if I was a betting man, I don't know if I told you guys, but I was going to bet Denver in 6 or 7. And if Denver does end up losing, I'm picking the Timberwolves to get to the finals. That was my prediction. It's Denver winning, but if in 6 or 7. But if Denver does lose, then I'm picking the Timberwolves to go to the finals. I'm still sticking by that. I still think Denver is in 6 and 7. I don't even know, man. This series is a toss-up. Usually you could kind of bet on the home team. But the home team's lost every single game this series. So I'm like, I really don't know who to go for in Denver. Hopefully being back in Denver, now that we got our heads out of our asses, like now we get the crowd behind us, we can start, you know, getting momentum. And then obviously we could beat them in Minnesota, but they could obviously beat us in Denver. So it's such a shit show of a series. I don't know what to go for Game 5. Obviously being in Denver, and we're really good at home. And yeah, the 2 losses were like weird losses. I want to say we're gonna win Game 5, then hopefully go into Minnesota, win Game 6. But it wouldn't surprise me if we went all the way to Game 7. I'm going 6. It wouldn't be the first time because we beat the Suns last year in Phoenix in 6. So it's like I said, we've done it before. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Sorry, yeah, I was so shook after the first 2 games. I was like, I don't even want to make videos. And the third one, I was like, no, let's wait, because I don't want to like come back, not make any videos the first 2 games they take an L, and then in the third game come back, but we won, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't want to do that. I wanted to make sure like it was fair. 2-2. We're fair now. Talked about the negatives about games 1 and 2. It was just a shit show. It was miserable. I was not a happy camper during those games. And then, the last 2 games, obviously I wasn't more happy, but it's more just because Denver was actually playing how we should be playing. And that's what was frustrating for the first 2 games. Because if you're a Nuggets fan like me, I've seen almost every game this season. I know how they can play when they're rolling. And they're just not rolling, man. Like something was off. So, that's it for me, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.